Welcome back to another episode of Holden's Take. Today is January 8th, 2019. Yesterday was Monday, and Alabama and Clemson played the national championship game, and Alabama was straight embarrassed by Clemson. Trevor Lawrence went off against Alabama, and it was amazing also because Trevor Lawrence, let's not forget that he's a freshman. He threw for 347 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't remember last time that a rookie put on that performance. And let's also remember he didn't play the whole season, and he has the most touchdowns for a rookie in an entire season. This kid's going to be special. I've heard comparisons to Big Ben Roethlisberger, which I could see. He's a big kid, okay? If you've ever seen Trevor Lawrence play, he's a big kid. He's 6'4", 6'5". Looks like Sunshine from Remember the Titans. Tua Tagovailoa had 295 passing yards, so, decent passing yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions also. He threw that 1 interception at the beginning of the game, the pick 6, and after that, he didn't look good. He looked shaken the whole game. And it was honestly really surprising, that game. I watch Undisputed on FS1, and someone brought up a point that Alabama is like a factory, and Clemson's like a family. And when you say factory and family, Alabama as a factory means... Because, they have the Calvin Ridley last year, Amari Cooper, all these, 2 years, and then they leave. A lot of the players on Clemson, were in their senior year, and they stay. So they're really a family. And also, Nick Saban has lost a lot of assistant coaches in the last couple of years. And Clemson has lost about 2 or 3 in the past 4 years. So they're really tight, and they're really like a family. And I just think that factory comparison was very interesting. We're going to get into the NFL playoffs today. Also, we're going to go over all the games that happened, and then I'm going to give my predictions for the rest of the playoffs. And that's going to be it for the podcast. It's going to be a short one today. I want to make these longer, so just stay tuned for them. All right. Eagles and Bears. Oh my lord. I feel bad for Cody Parkey. I really do. Now, we all know it's been reversed to it was a field goal block, but he shouldn't get all the blame. He scored more points than the offense. The end of a game shouldn't come down to a kicker if he's made all your points. I don't think I don't even know if the Bears scored 1 touchdown. I should know, but still, your kicker scored more points than you in the playoffs. That can't happen. The Colts and Texans game, the Colts absolutely dominated, which I said would happen. I said the Colts would win that game. I was not surprised at all of how the Colts play. Baltimore and LA, I said about them, I knew Lamar Jackson wasn't going to play well. I like him a lot, but it was his first playoff game. And I think he was a little bit shaken. I do think keeping him in the game was a good idea. I understand people were like, oh, put Joe Flacco in. What do you got to lose? He's not going to be there next year. But just thinking about Lamar Jackson in general, that would hurt his confidence. And I don't think it would hurt the way he plays the next season, but it would definitely hurt his confidence. Knowing that they would put Flacco in a playoff game. But the Ravens are on the rise again, I think. Lamar Jackson needs to learn how to throw. But, hey, Ravens, I think they're going to dominate I wouldn't say they're going to dominate their division because the Browns, they're on the rise. Trust me. But I can't wait to see Lamar Jackson next season. I think he's going to be 10 times better. All right. My Cowboys, their defense dominated Seattle. Seattle is a run-heavy team, and their leading rusher only had 29 yards. When I say leading rusher, that was the leading rusher for the game. Not of the team, but that was their leading rusher for the game. They had about 74, 73 yards the whole game, and it was very, very surprising, but at the same time it wasn't, because I was worried. I was really worried about this game. I'm not going to lie. I love the Cowboys, but their defense can be suspect at times, but they've proven to me that they could go to the Super Bowl. Ezekiel Elliott had 137 rushing yards, and that's why they won the game, because they gave Zeke the ball 27 times. The Cowboys are a run-based team, and when they don't run the ball, they're not going to win. I like Dak Prescott. I think he's a great quarterback. Let me take that back. He's not a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but he's not going to dominate a game and have 400 yards. I'd like him to, but he needs to work on his accuracy and just throwing in general. Same with Lamar Jackson. Now we have my playoff predictions. I feel like I'm missing an NFL game. I feel like I am missing a playoff game. Colts. Okay, yeah, I did all the playoff games. For some reason, I thought there was one more. So let's go into my predictions for the divisional round. Colts and Kansas City. Colts are going to win it 35-28. Colts have a defense. They don't have a great defense, but they have a great speed rushing. Blitz, speed rushing, whatever you want to call it. They have that kind of defense, and it's good. Next year, man, I think the Chiefs are going to make it. Chiefs are going to make it to the Super Bowl next year. If they can get a defense this offseason. I just don't like that they don't have a defense, and that's why I don't think they're going to win this game. New Orleans and Philly. I think New Orleans is going to win 35-23. I'm trying not to be biased in these, but can't stand Philly. But I do think New Orleans is going to dominate Philly. I'll say that. The Chargers in New England, I can't bet against Brady. You know, no matter what kind of team he has, you can't bet against him. But I think the Chargers are going to win 27-24. You know, this is probably one of the worst New England teams Belichick and Brady have been on. And frankly, I'm tired of the Patriots win, so maybe that's why I picked them. But I do think the Chargers will win. Their defense is amazing. Phillip Rivers is looking really good. Their whole team's looking really good. Dallas and the Rams. Dallas will win that game 24-17. I know I'm pissing off a lot of people right now, but the Dallas Cowboys will win that game. Championship round, Colts and Chargers. Colts will lose. Chargers will win 27-17 again. They'll score 27 points again. The Colts, I think they can make it to the championship, the AFC championship, but the reason why I think they'll lose is because they only have that pass rushing defense. They don't have people who can defend the long ball that Phillip Rivers does. Cowboys, New Orleans. Oh, I'm about to piss so many people off. Cowboys are going to win it 21-14. It's just going to be like that Thursday night matchup. I know. Oh, Holden, you're just a Cowboys fan, so you're picking them. I'm going to be fair with my picks. I think this is the year the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl. From what I've seen, and that defense, I think they're going to win it. And saying that, the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl against the Chargers 20-17. But Holden, you're a Cowboys fan. Of course you're going to pick the... I know. But I'm telling you, this defense is next level. I think it's the best defense in the NFL. And the Cowboys will win the rest of their playoff games if they'd use the same formula they had against the Seattle Seahawks. It's run, 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 run. Give Zeke the ball 30 times a game and they will win. Guarantee you that. Now, I'm worried about Dak, but at the same time, I'm a big believer in him, okay? He's struggling. He struggled this year, and he had some problems last year, but man, I really think this is the year they could do it. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the podcast today. I'm sorry it's so short. Next week, should be coming out with an episode next Tuesday. I'll be talking about the divisional round. Hopefully all my picks are right. Hopefully they're all right. And I'll keep you guys updated on my Facebook and Instagram account with any new sports news. Anyway, that's it.